For people with sensitive stomachs, vegetables can sometimes feel like a double-edged sword. On one hand, they're full of essential nutrients, antioxidants, and fiber, things we're constantly told to eat more of. On the other hand, for individuals with IBS, gastritis, post-infection gut sensitivity, or generally sluggish digestion, vegetables, especially raw ones, can trigger bloating, gas, cramping, and discomfort. But here's the encouraging news. Cooking vegetables can transform them from digestive irritants into soothing allies. With just a little heat, fiber becomes friendlier, anti-nutrients are neutralized, and the overall gastrointestinal burden is softened, allowing the body to absorb nutrients without distress. At the heart of the issue is fiber. While dietary fiber is crucial for healthy digestion in the long term, not all fiber is equally easy to handle, especially when raw. Many raw vegetables contain high levels of insoluble fiber, the type that adds bulk and sweeps through the digestive tract relatively intact. While that's beneficial for regularity, it can also be abrasive and cause friction in sensitive or inflamed guts. Raw kale, cabbage, carrots, and broccoli may be full of health-promoting compounds, but in a raw state, they can be tough on a stomach that's already struggling. Cooking these vegetables softens their fibrous structures, making them far easier to chew, swallow, and digest. This mechanical softness reduces gut workload and prevents the fermentation that often leads to bloating and gas. Cooking also plays a vital role in reducing anti-nutrients, natural plant compounds that can interfere with digestion and nutrient absorption. Oxalates, phytates, and lectins, found in everything from spinach and beets to legumes and nightshades, can be especially problematic for those with compromised digestion. These compounds bind to minerals like calcium, iron, and zinc, potentially preventing their absorption and irritating the gut lining in the process. Heat, however, neutralizes many of these compounds. A quick steam or sauté is often enough to reduce oxalate content in spinach or leach out lectins in cooked zucchini and squash. The result? Food that's not only easier on the gut, but actually more bioavailable, meaning you get more of the nutrients with less discomfort. Then there's the issue of fermentation. In the colon, undigested carbohydrates and fibers are broken down by gut bacteria in a process that produces gases like methane, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide. While some fermentation is beneficial, it's how your gut makes short-chain fatty acids. Too much, especially too quickly, can result in sharp bloating, pressure, or unpredictable bowel movements. Raw cruciferous vegetables, onions, garlic, and legumes are notorious gas producers. But cooking these foods reduces their fermentable sugar content, like raffinose and fructans, and softens the load on your microbial ecosystem. For those following a low FODMAP diet to manage IBS, cooked versions of certain vegetables often cause fewer symptoms and can be reintroduced more easily over time. Temperature and texture also matter in the broader sensory experience of eating. Warm, soft foods are easier to chew, soothe the gut, and feel more gentle on an irritated digestive system. A bowl of lightly steamed carrots or mashed sweet potatoes sits much differently in the stomach than a raw vegetable salad, which requires more chewing, more digestive effort, and more enzymatic action from a gut that may already be struggling. Importantly, cooking doesn't mean sacrificing nutrition. While certain heat-sensitive vitamins like vitamin C and folate may degrade slightly during cooking, other nutrients become more accessible. Beta-carotene in carrots, lycopene in tomatoes, and certain antioxidants in mushrooms and asparagus are all more bioavailable after cooking. And because cooked vegetables shrink in volume, you can often eat more of them per serving, meaning more fiber, more minerals, and more real nourishment in a form your body can handle. For people recovering from gut inflammation, post-antibiotic imbalances, or even general fatigue and stress, cooked vegetables provide a low-resistance, high-reward source of plant nutrition. Gentle cooking methods like steaming, sautéing, roasting, or simmering in soups allow for variety without irritation. They also provide a base to reintroduce tougher foods later, building digestive resilience over time. So if raw vegetables leave you feeling bloated or gassy, you're not broken. And you're not alone. Cooking isn't a compromise on health, it's a strategy for healing. A lightly roasted tray of carrots, a bowl of silky zucchini soup, or steamed spinach with olive oil can all deliver plant-based nutrition without digestive backlash. In the right form, vegetables stop being a burden and become what they were meant to be: deeply nourishing, deeply supportive, and surprisingly easy to enjoy.